Okay, so here's the furnace. First thing you want to do is make sure you've turned off the fuse, the breaker box, and then this green light that's flashing will go out. First of all, we're going to turn the gas off. So once it's off, lift this up. Okay, so here's inside the furnace. This is the blower we're going to replace. First of all, you have to unscrew all the screws, and there are several. There's one up here. Let me see if you can see that. One up here. There's one at the side here. There is one down here. There is one over here. One up here. One on the side there, and then there's one on this side here. Now, in order to get this one here, you need to be able to remove this, or just move this, because I didn't have a way of unscrewing this. I didn't have an extension on my nut driver, so I had to lower this assembly here, and that's pretty simple. All you have to do is remove that nut there, or that screw, this screw, and this screw, and this whole assembly will come off, and you can just move it over or down about an inch, and then you can get to this one right in here, and then this whole assembly will come off. You will have to unplug this wire and this black wire and this white wire. When you unplug this, it's smart to go ahead and tag them. Put a piece of tape on one wire and a piece of tape on the terminal, so you know which wire went on what terminal. This is a vacuum switch that tells the furnace that the fan is turning properly. Okay, so first thing we want to do is go ahead and unscrew this. You need a quarter inch nut driver, and there's a screw hole here. Pull that one out. There's one up here. Make sure you put them in a safe place. Got one here. One over here. One dropped. Two dropped. Three. Four. So go ahead and pull these off. And now you can just gently pull this out, and it will drop just a little bit. Now that enables you to get the clearance in to get this one out here. So go ahead and get that one out. So now I'm going to go ahead and unplug the wires, and then unplug. There's a vacuum switch up here. One of these I've already pulled out. I've put some silver tape on it, and I'm going to put some silver tape on the part of where it was, just so I know that this wire goes on here. Pull that one, and then work this. There we go. And then this comes off here. Okay, so the new fan does not have this vacuum switch here, so this actually attached to this square plate here is actually needs to come off, and it has some clips here. One here. There's a clip like here and here. So I was going to bend those over with a screwdriver, and hopefully it will get it out. I'm not really looking at what I'm doing on the camera, so I hope you can see this. It looks like it's already come very loose. There you go. See? And pull this little vacuum tube off. Should just pull off. It says. There we go. And what this little doohickey does, when the fan turns, it creates airflow and a slight vacuum in the system, and it pulls air through here, and it tells this switch that, hey, there's vacuum being created, which means the fan's on, which gives the okay for the furnace to kick on. You don't want to have the furnace kick on if the fan's not turning, so it's just kind of like a safety. So now we've got to put this on the new fan. This actually has some gasket material. We're going to just take this off. It
looks like a fiberglass, and that's just used to help create a good seal. Okay, so I've got some wire wool here now. We'll just go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Go ahead and put some alcohol on it. Get it nice and clean. Also go ahead and clean off this here. Maybe a little bit of a wire wool. Okay, so we've got some sealant on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's bend these back over. One there, one there, one there. Let me see if we get this on camera here. Squeeze it there, give it a pinch, squeeze it there, give it a pinch. So now this is secured. Let's go ahead and wipe off that excess stuff there. Okay, now we're going to have some fire block to the sealant around here. Essentially you want to just have enough that's going to create a seal when we put it on there. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and reattach this little vacuum tube. So we're going to go ahead and put that on there like that. There we go. We'll go ahead and put one in here to hold it here. This one here. We'll go put another one over here. Don't want to do it tight all the way until I've got them all lined up. But get that one started, and then you see we've got one up here. The fan's in. Now we're going to put this assembly back in. So we're just going to gently pick it up and put it back in. Right here. And that secures the jets back in. Okay, so the fan is screwed in. All we've got to do now is go ahead and wire it up. So we have our black wire and our white wire, which we'll just plug back in. Black wire to black wire, white wire to white wire, and then we've got our vacuum switch up here, and here are the two purple wires that go on there. I already taped the one when I took it off with tape, so I know that that one goes on there like that, and then so this one goes on the other point right there. At that point I think we're good to go. Everything is put back in. We've re-secured this jet here. We've screwed a new fan on. It turns here. We have our wires plugged up here. Okay, now we can go ahead and turn the gas back on. There goes the fan, and the jets are going to come on. comes on. Okay.
That's hard. It works.
There's the fan turning silently, and there's the jets. And there we have not only a working heater, but a quiet heater for $100. And now we can turn the gas back on.